Hello, hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we beat up Julius. He did his pathetic little apology at the end. Not apology, but like begging to let live at the end. And yeah, this time, if we saw the Saber playthrough, you know who's this next enemy is gonna be. But let's keep you in suspense if you haven't for a little bit, for a little while. On to week 6.
殺し合うことは避けられない。肉親でさえ、隣人でさえ、競い合う相手なのだと。それが人間の本質だ。動物を絶命させ、資源を食い荒らし、消費するだけの命。しかし、ならば、彼らの争いには何の意味があったのか。
Week 6. 4 people remaining. Next combatants will be announced at the second floor bulletin board. Pretty much like the other one, it's gonna be blank. How many times have I come here? This bulletin board, with its unusual paper. Master something. The 6th Chimeric Lunar Sea. I can't read the name. Is it scribbled over it? No. It's not scribbles. The information has been straight up destroyed. Who could have done such a thing and why? What does this mean? I know what you're thinking here. Obviously your opponent has a lot to hide. It's pretty thorough of them to conceal the master's name along with the servants. However, whoever did this is, and you probably have an idea of who it is, must be someone who can hack the system. My opponent did this. I get it, they want to hide their own name as well as their servants. I see, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe Rin will have some ideas. I shall ask her later. And we will ask her now. Come evening, I decided to speak with Rin about the bulletin board matter and my servant's fury. Someone deleted all the competition's names from the bulletin board? As your servant said, it's probably safe to assume your opponent was the one who did it. It's a good deduction, but is it possible to do that? The remaining masters are all capable of penetrating the server's security to some degree. I can't help you there, but if your opponent did erase all the info from the bulletin board, maybe there was a witness or maybe even some evidence nearby. You should look around. Rin's right. Without as much as a name, I can't collect information on the opposing master. There is one thing I know for sure. My opponent is one of the handful of remaining masters here. I'll start out by investigating the campus. And that we will do. Let's just talk to Rin again. Whoever penetrated the act must have left a trace or a witness. Shouldn't you investigate around the area? And let's do just that. We have now to go to the second floor. The Matrix doesn't really show us anything, it's just unknown. Hey, Rani, not suspicious at all. Someone appears to have removed the names from the board. A rather hermetic obscuration of information. Proceed with great caution. The enemy is surely strong. Uh-huh. Let's go to the library. Huh? You want to know who removed the announcement from the bulletin board? Well, I saw someone head down the stairs just a bit before he got the bulletin board. And let's go down the stairs. Hey Katamine, anything to say? Did I see anyone who might have come down the stairs before you? Now that you mention it, I do recall seeing someone heading towards the nurse's office. Hey, Tiger. Hakano, you have to help me again. Please, pretty please. Yes, ma'am. Great. Once again, someone has smuggled a forbidden magazine onto campus. Magazines are not permitted on Tsukihimihara Academy grounds. The rules are very clear about that. Your job is to track down this scofflaw and confiscate said magazine. get that magazine within 3 days and they might throw it away. And no, I don't want to read it. Alright, and then we let's see here. No, not that. But yeah, we go to the nurse's office, then go outside. Hey, Sakura. You're asking me if someone passed by here before you. Yeah, someone passed by the nurse's office. I couldn't make out any details from in here, but I believe they are headed towards the garden. Off to the garden again. All this to just get a red herring. Before we do that, let's talk to the NPC here. Ah, the Haraway Prince just came by here. I wonder how he's holding up after the loss. He was staring at the fountain for a while. Huh? Looks like someone dropped something from the fountain. It's a lapel badge shaped like a lion. Could my opponent who removed the names from the bulletin board have dropped this? It may be a clue to my opponent's identity. I better keep it. Like, everything here is like pointing at the Leo, but it's pretty obvious he wouldn't be the type to hide his identity. Right. Third floor, alright. There we go. That's the thing I wanted to check. You need to find a magazine, you say. Perhaps this is a magazine you're looking for? There's actually some data that was supposed to be deleted along with some unfortunate master. It's yours, but for a price. Get me a student council badge from the arena and I'll hand it over. Alright, now we got everything ready and let's just go into the arena. Right, that's pretty much it. Nothing really is gonna happen. This week's pretty uneventful since we don't know the main villain's identity for a while. Electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. I received my first task, along with learning about my enemy. I need to find cipher keys. To find this lapel badge's owner, I was able to hack the system. Random searching will do me no good. I'd probably be best in interest to focus on investigating the arena of today. Like always, since it's the first time on this playthrough since we're going to the arena, I'm gonna explore all of it. And next times, if there's nothing special going on, I'm gonna cut it. Looks like our enemy is trying to enter the arena. They'll find us if we stay here. The enemies concealed their names, so who knows what to expect of them. Let's avoid them and head into the arena. And this is a little bit of a time thing, so we just... Ah, damn it, I forgot to switch things. I'll do it later. Let's try this. Nice. Almost level up. We need to reach the locked door somewhere. Yeah, that sucks. Nice, we got two of them. Alright, well this should be enough. There we go. Nice, we got the school badge. But for now, let's just this one can stay. Let's just put on Shockwave First Strike. Actually, now let's put on the I think the heal. Where is it? There we go. We noticed, Master. Let's keep a close steps ahead of their clutches, okay? Meaning we have to go forward. Not this way, but let's just open this. I'm just gonna pass them a little bit until we they give us the message that it's all okay. Then I can explore this more comfortably. We know, like time crunch or whatever. Our enemies overachiever. They still after us. Well, Master, hurry and find a large open area. It's over there.
仕掛けるいいだろう
Let me see. Can try. I'm just gonna do this.
任せろ食らいつけフルンディングここが返すぞ布石を打たせてもらおう
That sucks. He guarded. I got stunned, which double sucks.
なるほどサンデーじゃねえか
Heal him up. And he's gone.
いい指示だった次だ休んでいる暇はないぞ
All we need to do is reach that area and we're good for today.
勝負行くぞ遅いここがせい見えた捉えたまだだ
Ah, man, so close.
見え
There we go.
た消え去るがいい次だ休んでいる
Looks like a dead end. Not even a switch. Well, guess we're facing them here, Master. Archer takes a fighting stance as the enemy closes in. I stop breathing. Time slows to a crawl. Nothing happens. As I nervously grate my teeth, Archer's stance is relaxed. I don't understand. Did they leave the arena? Archer's right. That feeling of being chased is totally gone. But why? Are they trying to deceive us by obfuscating their presence? I highly doubt there is another servant as skilled with obfuscating as the assassin. No question, the enemy has left. Wherever the enemy is, and whatever they wanted, they're gone now. They must have the reasons, not that I understand. While I'm all over the mystery, Archer notices something over by the door. Let's leave pondering the endless questions about the enemy's master and his working for later. Focus on this door for now. There's a trace of system alteration on it. Right, the door without a switch. In other words, my opponent hacked into the arena and modified it. Maybe the enemy returned because they had already blocked my access to the trigger in advance? Our enemy is quite the hacker to be able to construct a door in the arena. We have to concede. Guys, that means we ought to head back and cook up a plan. And that's as far as we can go for now. Before that, we can explore the rest of this area and take out any enemies we see in the way. Let me see, where are we? We are over here, okay. Just checking up. That's the area we get later. We got a fountain over there. Come here. We got this. Oops, not. This, we got this. Alright, that should be enough. He guarded, which sucks. Let me guess, he's gonna guard again. He didn't, surprisingly. And we got him. One more and we're leveled up, so that's pretty good. And we got a return crystal from that. And not very useful. It's better just to run back and defeat all the enemies, really. Yeah, right, there are 2 guys left, meaning we definitely gotta level up. We got this. Right.
席を出せてもらおう。
Running. Boom. Ah, it's a shame I do think the debuffs are a bit underwhelming since they're not guaranteed. And they require setup. See?
席を出せてもらおう。
And he's gone.
本領発揮だな、マスター。
We got a nice level up. We're level 30. Just the right level for this area.
少しは腕を上げたな。
And you still have that guy to beat up. Ah, didn't make it in time. That's a shame. Alright, let's try this. Nope. It's not triangle. We got 1 and 2. Nice.
いい指示だった。
Not getting good XP out of that, but
ならいいんだがね。
whatever. It's better just. There we go. That was a close one.
いいだろう。
Alright, that should be do it. That should do it.
食らいつけ。フルンディング。
Damn, he guarded on that. That sucks. Almost. There we go. Reading enemy info. That's always nice. Right, that's that. And then we have to go over here to complete the map and get ourselves the fountain. And it's not a very good place to farm. If you want to farm, it should go the next day when we can access the inner area of the labyrinth of the arena. But for now, we got everything we needed. We have, so let's just get the hell out of here. No need to be so dramatic, Archer. Alright, what's your thoughts on this? Man, our enemy this round doesn't even want to reveal their name. I'd call whoever it is a coward, but they did a pretty very fine job at hacking the arena. The lapel badge you picked up at the fountain and the barrier, you have much to investigate. Yep. We investigated 50% of the arena. We're pretty good at this point. Save. There we go. 5 days remaining. All I know about the enemy is that they don't want to know, to be known, and they dropped the lapel badge, and the door is locked. Without enough clues, I'll never reach a conclusion. Should try consulting Rin about it. As usual, we are always bothering poor Rin. Anyways, we got an exclusive, I think. Hold on. Yeah. We have an exclusive Archer thing over here, exclusive for the female protagonist. Which it is pretty funny. It also is exclusive to this route. That's why I wanted to do Archer with Rin. There are only 2 more battles to go. Although I just defeated most challenging opponents to date, stronger enemies still await me. And I don't know which battles will be my last either. This may be my last time to truly relax. If that's the case, now it's time to time to get an answer to a question that's been bugging me for a long time now.
どうした？深刻な顔だが、何か問題でも？
I nod in confirmation of Archer's statement, and then say to him exactly what's on my mind. I would like to... No, I demand an answer to the following question. Is Rin your ex-girlfriend? And he's completely flabbergasted. Yep. Ah, he was able to keep himself from falling off the chair this time. Archer somehow managed to stay in his seat while mumbling something about the floors being slippery. Wait, let me rephrase that. He was actually turning his back to me in the guise of straightening himself up.
しかし、君もしつこいな。この話は前回で決着を見たはずだが。
Yeah, okay, so for this conversation to trigger, you must have the conversation in round 4, and you must be the female protagonist, and you must be on Rin route. So yeah, there's all those conditions. Settled it? Hardly. Last time I was merely curious, but after what happened with the 5th round, what started out as a suspicion has turned out into a full-blown conviction. As your master, I cannot allow you to keep hiding the truth about this from me.
念のため聞いておくが、仮にイエスと答えたらどうなるのだろう。
Right off the bat, I have to think of a new name for Archer, that's for sure. Don Juan might work, or even Caligula. I mean, he's obviously just a playboy of the highest caliber. Maybe Hugh? I'd also like him to start addressing me in a more respectful manner befitting of my lofty station.
越に言っているところ申し訳ないが、その未来はありえないよ。私は遠坂凛の関係者ではないし、サーバントとして契約したこともない。
This is a little bit of more of a hint that he is not actually a spoiler for Stay Night, obviously, if you don't want to hear it. Shiro. Because also this is a very different timeline from there.
ただ、彼女によく似た人間と何らかの因果関係があるだけだ。正直、私もわからない。君との契約は正当な手順ではなかったからな。記憶に一部障害があるようだ。
The usual excuse. Why did he have to bring that up again? Now I have no choice but to shut up, but still. Why do I feel like he's manipulating me? His protests always seem overly polished, almost rehearsed. It's even worse when Archer isn't lying. His memories are definitely been clouded over. As a servant, the memories of his life before he became a heroic spirit continued to fade away.
まあ、憶測だけならできるがね。私に覚えがなく、遠坂凛にも覚えはない。にもかかわらず因縁が生じるのなら、それはもう根源に刻まれた腐れ縁だ。私という英霊の誕生に彼女は深く関わっている。
Yeah, in a way.
もしかすると地上では彼女と私は知り合いかもしれないな。
In another timeline, probably.
英霊になる前の私が地上にいるとすればの話だが。
Archer as he was before becoming a heroic spirit. I wonder if anything of the young man that he was survived his transformation into a nameless servant. Though if Archer the heroic spirit is nothing like what he was as a human, I'd explain why Rin doesn't acknowledge him as a friend or acquaintance. Although I've never seen him before in my life, I can't help but feel nostalgic when he's around. I can recall seeing Rin tilt her head in bewilderment whenever Archer made an appearance.
そういうことだ。納得いったかな、マスター。現実はそう突飛なものじゃない。
You'd be surprised, Archer.
君は色恋沙汰と勘ぐっていたが、単にそれ以上の関係だったというわけだ。いや、期待に応えられず本当に申し訳ない。異性に手の早いサーバントはかの光の巫女だけで十分だよ。
Child of Light is Kuhulan, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. With a huge grin on his face and a dismissive shrug, Archer obviously considers this conversation over. His ability to be insulting is beyond compare. I wish I had an infinite power of command seals to teach him the meaning of obedience, humility, and respect. It really just seems like Hakuno wants to put him on a leash. Which honestly, not really surprising. I do like their banter, it's very fun. They sometimes bicker like an old married couple, which is fun.
残るマスター。あと4人か。分かっていたこととはいえ、実際目の当たりにすると空寂しいものがあるな。
It is, yeah.
NPC の精度の高さが唯一の救いか。行動は限定されているが、その人工知能は人間に近い。枯れ木も山の賑わいというがね。彼らがいる限り、最後まで不自由はしないだろう。
Yeah, it would be kind of isolating, really. Can you imagine? It was like, how many? 128 people? Then it's just 4 right now. You can imagine how desolate the school would be without the limitations of the PSP. Where they can only show us like, what, 5 people at a time? I really hope that in Extra Record, yeah, I think as it's Extra Record, the next one, the reboot, the remake, they do like a lot of people in the school, like overcrowded, so we can feel the impact more and more. NPCs, the cadre of AI characters created by the Holy Grail for the purpose of supporting the war. I've been interacting with them through as though they are real. I wonder if they're based on real people.
ゼロからモデルを作るよりは実在したデータをリメイクした方が効率はいい。聖杯が効率を最優先するのなら NPC の多くは実在した人間の人生を参考にし作成したはずだ。ただそれも2種類に分けられる。例えば購買部にいる彼女は他の NPC より出来がいい。
Why? Because she can sell and buy stuff?
マスターの助けとなる役割の者たちは聖杯戦争の旅に使い回される。
That means poor Issei is just here every time, huh?
以前の聖杯戦争でも彼女はあの役割だったはずだ。前回のキャッシュは消すにせよ、その基本人格は変わらない。
Can you imagine? That's a hellish thing to live. Even though you don't remember anything, you just keep being reborn just to be a commissary at a school for of a Holy Grail. That's kind of crazy.
逆に生徒として振り当てられている NPC は毎回中身が違っている。元にした人間のデータも老若男女様々だろう。
I mean, not all ages. All of them seem to be high school age.
こちらは上っ面だけをコピー、リライトした仮想生命だ。魔術師たちの聖杯戦争に花を添えるだけの立ち位置に過ぎん。聖杯戦争を円滑に進めるための役職には高いリソースを使い、
Yeah, like
人間以上の機能と知性を与え、
yeah, like Kotomine, Taiga, and Sakura.
一方早くには毎回違う思考の NPC を入れることで聖杯戦争に変化を与え揺らぎを作っている。そして私たちが全ていなくなった時、彼らはムーンセルのデータから削除される。揺らぎがパターン化しては意味がないからな。廊下に立っている NPC たちにとってもこの聖杯戦争は一度きりというわけだ。
It is a sad existence, really. That's something even the NPCs mention sometimes, that they were created just for the Holy Grail War. For Masters, winning guarantees their survival, but for the NPCs, when the war ends, so do they. They are simply data stored within the moon cell, so they will eventually be assigned a new form. Much like the building blocks of a body don't disappear when a person dies, they are simply repurposed. I really shouldn't get so despondent over all of this. Even though human concept doesn't really apply to me, my reluctance to kill my opponent might be a reflection of that other masters feel.
おや、同じ NPC を使い回せば費用もかからないし効率もいいと言いたげだな、マスター。それは安定を望む者の思考だよ。ムーンセルは効率のための効率は求めていない。以前とは違う、より新しい試み。それを実現させるために効率を求めている。NPC を毎回消去しているのもそのためだ。この戦い自体がムーンセルにとっては観測対象なのだろう。
Yeah.
聖杯という宝を魔術師に与えるのだから、それぐらいの見返りは欲しいというところか。
Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. New challenges. The moon cell constantly invites new humans into it, as they were no use for it to analyze all data. Also, my experiments performed solely by using the moon cell's old data would yield useless results. And on a cynical aside, I'd be a hell of a lot less entertaining.
NPC たちは聖杯戦争のため人間に近い人工知能を与えられ、聖杯戦争が終わればその仮想生命は露と消える。
Yeah.
ムーンセルに人格はない。ただ記録容量の確保のため成果を出した NPC を整理するだけだ。この聖杯戦争に悪意はない。ただ参加した魔術師たちのそれぞれの願いがあるだけだ。だがムーンセルも万全ではなかったと見える。いや、万全であるがゆえに予想外のケースを生み出した。言うまでもなく君のことだ。 実在した人間を完全に再現した結果、そこに生きる意志が生まれた。
Yeah, that is
その
true.
体は他の NPC たちとは違う。私のような過去の亡霊とも違う。今を生きる、ただ一つの命として立っている。いろいろと悩んでいるようだが、私から言わせればそんなものは杞憂だよ。発端が何であれ、生きているだけで勝ち組だ。
Yeah, I
覚えて
guess.
おきたまえ。英霊はその時代を生きる者に力を貸す。確かな過去がない。結構それも気が楽だ。獰猛に未来を刻んでいけばいいさ。さて、となるととりあえずは聖杯だな。
Yep.
猿の手のようなものだが、あればあるで重宝する。手に入れておいて損はあるまい。
Although his slightly mocking tone, Arthur's voice was apparent. I know exactly what he means. The Holy Grail isn't the end of this. It's just a milestone amongst many as I head into the future. That's what I believe it really meant. Alright. Let's see if there's anything else to say. Anything special?
相手の出方がわからない以上、こちらにできることは自己管理だけだ。ま、今更言うまでもないがね。
Yep, nothing new. Alright. So, on day 2, we get to talk to the female student. On the 3rd floor, so we can get the thing from her. A student council badge, but this I'll be one of them. Here, a magazine for you. Alright. I don't think Tiger's here yet. No. Alright, so let's go to the rooftop to talk to Rin. So, you didn't get a chance to confront your opponents yesterday. Plus, someone hacked the arena's entrance and couldn't get in. There's one serious enemy. I'm really worried about the door. If I can't retrieve the triggers, I'll be disqualified. I win by default, huh? Maybe your opponent has a reason to avoid fighting you? Well, I don't know who your opponent is. Randomly guessing won't help your cause much. My opponent is trying to avoid a fight. Did they force their way out of the arena to avoid me? Plus, all the blocked corridors. Yeah, they must be trying to avoid finding me. I just can't imagine why. But right now, we need to do something about that door. Hopefully we can find an item with some kind of clue to help solve all of this. Speaking of item and evidence, I should ask her about this lapel badge I found. The Harway crest. Someone actually dropped something like this. Leo Harway might be your enemy, who knows? He might even tell you if you ask him. But you must be cautious. Your enemy might attack you without warning at any time. Yeah, I know. You better start asking around campus before going into the arena. I should also find Leo as well. Let's see here. Right. Now we can actually talk to, I almost forgot. To Sakura to get our supplies, since yesterday we couldn't. Hello, Hakano. You must be hard on you not knowing who your opponent is. Here you go, Hakano. Healing supplies. I wish you the best of luck this week, too. We got Ether Crystals. Not that good, really. She is really just a useless character in this one. Just for a... how should I say? She's just here for, cameo purposes. Even Shinji had more of a... how do I say, presence than Sakura in this game. Right now, Leo is in the library, so let's go there. Oh, hey, how's it going? Leo, huh? He was getting his read on the library. If you're looking for him, why don't go there? Yep, I knew it. What's the matter? Without a word, I show Leo the lion lapel badge I had found. This is a Harway lapel badge. Where'd you get this? I briefly explained how I picked it up near the fountain in the garden. I see. It appears as my brother's badge. However, there seems to be a number of subtle alterations done to it. I fear someone may have placed there intentionally as a red herring, perhaps for the purpose of diverting your attention to me. However, I assure you that I am not your opponent this time around. Leo handles the lapel badge almost as if the new toy, a smile forming on his lips. Interesting. It appears that they have somehow used my brother's codebreaker. It's true that Julius was able to access areas other masters are prohibited from entering. With our resources, we can access restricted areas of the Holy Grail. Yes, like the multimedia room. My brother wasn't necessarily a skilled hacker, nor was there any need for him to be. You see, this lapel badge is almost a key of sorts, used to access the Harway Beowulf clustered back on Earth. I guess this means my true opponent tried to hack into the arena using this lapel badge. That could mean that it might possibly unlock that door. Your opponent directed the door in the arena. Must be quite that active imagination. Another explanation is they have some reason why they don't want you to face you directly. But that's beside the point. Right now it's enough to know that you can open the door with the lapel badge. You'd be ashamed to be disqualified for something so trivial, so I'll give you the lapel badge. Pardon me, but I'd like to return to this rather rare book, so let us end our conversation here. And with that, Leo's gaze returns to the shelves of books that he was perusing before he began talking. So Leo isn't my opponent, and the lapel badge was just a ruse. Was this trick really was this trick by a real enemy? After all that running around, I still have no clue as who my opponent really is. Oh well, no use to worrying about it. Might as well head to the arena now. Before we head into the arena, let's go to the chapel and get our stuff. I think that we should have enough for a new skill. Yep. Fake Helix Sword is the skill that needs Noble Phantasm, I'm pretty sure.
ここからだ。魔術回路の調整がうまくいったらしい。一つ取り戻したぞ、マスター。
Yeah, right. Let's take a look at it. Seven Wings of Heaven. Target self. Nullifies an enemy attack. Requires protection 5. Right, this is Roaius. Essentially. It's very good against Noble Phantasm and such. It's more powerful than the stun since it's guaranteed. The only problem is the 5 stacks, but we can get that rather easily. And it doesn't go away as far as I remember. So that's pretty good. Right now, we have to go to the... Let's go to the commissary. I think the things we missed is in the next one, but we can take a look here. Yeah, we have everything of this. It's next turn. Alright. It's next thing. So that's that. Let's go into the arena. I suddenly sense an impending doom. Seems to grab me by the neck. Someone is... But from where? Whoever it is, they want to go all out. Let's take a fight to the arena. Whatever the case, we'll have to be able to see them before we decide on any kind of plan. Archer's probably right. We should head into the arena and hit them there. Off we go. We were gonna go there anyway, so why not? I entered the arena, ready for an assault from the enemy. Yet I feel a strong intent to kill pushed at me in the school that they have to be chasing after us. That's when it happens. So, an attack launched from the school that actually crossed the arena's firewall. This is way beyond anything I had expected. Let's get some distance. It's impossible to fight back. I actually wanna... damn it. I barely did that. Alright, so let's actually just go for a good old... This... Right, let's try it. I wanna show off the Yeah, I think we kill him immediately. Yeah, we just killed him immediately. There's nothing really there. I can only show it off, I guess, in boss fights. Since these guys die too easily. Since Archer requires a lot of setup, if you're not a boss fight, you're just gonna die. So it's a bit of a shame there. Let's just heal him up. Ah, damn it, I pushed the wrong one there. There we go. Keep attacking, keep blocking. Just do this. Let's see, probably right. I was wrong. But we can pretty much take care of them easily here. There we go. That's really intense feeling that someone who wants to kill us is gone. Guess he left again. So, is our opponent calculating or just cowardly? Anyways, to you look, it seems like they're avoiding a fight. It's unsettling to not know what the enemy is up to, but it seems like there is no longer any danger. They hunt us down twice and pull back at the last second. It does feel like they're avoiding conflict. Are they hesitant? If so, why? If not, what's the real reason? Nah, there's no use trying to guess their motivation. Now the annoyances are out of the way, we're at liberty to hack into that door. We've got the right tools for the job in hand. That Harway lapel badge we've got a little while ago. It's unsettling not to know what the opponent is up to, but it seems the danger is gone. But it's not unlikely that they'll come after us again. I should hack into the door with a lapel badge while I still can. Get that thing over with, right? Alright. Right. I think I messed up the third. Let's see, I think I should have just gone for defense. But we're good like this. I do think we are gonna get at least one level by fighting every enemy here. Let's see. This. Nope. Close, but not yet. I know what the hell he's meaning by it's Sunday or whatever, but maybe it's an expression, I don't know. There, we got him. Here it is. The door without a switch that my opponent kindly generated. Leo mentioned that the Harway lapel badge is capable of facilitating minor hacking. Let's test the permission levels of this lapel badge. I now respond to Archer's words and look at the lapel badge. The lapel badge's magic circuits are coupling with my own. In the massive influx of data, I find the data to the door and then it opened. The same moment I feel I've torn it down mentally, the door in front of me vanishes. Whenever it's an unstable hack itself or is designed not to be used by enemies, the hardware lapel bed disintegrates in my hand. It's too bad we're not being graded because we get an A on this one. Extra credit on getting it a trigger. With it gone, it's finally possible to search the rest of the arena for the trigger. Instead of dwelling on my opponent's intentions, I'll keep going. Indeed, we can just go on ahead and do the rest of this. Since it's the first time, I am going to complete this. There's the fountain. That's the better place to farm if you want. There we go. Can heal a little bit here. There's an item folder with magic crystal sphere, which is actually pretty good. Then we can go over here. Let me take a look at the map more thoroughly. We got there, and yeah, no, actually I want to go over here since it's the big open area with a lot of enemies and a lot of items. And also the cipher key was the trigger is over there. Well, let's see, it's a triangle, so it's this one. Nice. Doing pretty well on damage right now. Nice, that was perfect. Awesome. 600 XP is pretty good. This is one of the best areas to farm. You can just speed up if you're playing on an emulator. And yeah, wait for the thing to be done. No, it's yeah, it's this one. There's also, how do you call it? Strong enemy in here, Nephilim. At the end of this one, so you can look at that too. An elixir, which is awesome. And there. And finally, we got the trigger. It's dangerous not to know the identity of our opponent, but at least we've got a trigger. Yep, we've got it. Let's not forget this little part here, and let's finish this up. Just finish it and go home. Yoink. Alright, this was a bit different, but it's fine, really. That isn't enough to kill, but it's very close. Nice. Alright. That's not where the strong enemy is, but I think that's the exit. No, that's not the exit. It's very close, but not quite. Why did I guard there? It's kind of stupid. I think that's enough. Ah, man, so close. Yep, but we got that one. Yeah, but we definitely level up from here. Either by defeating these two, or by defeating the strong enemy later on. Let's see, let's put this. Nope. Is it more of a triangle? Yeah, I think it is more of a triangle one then, actually. doing the other one.
決着をつけるとしよう。承知。
Even there we go. Reading enemy info, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely leveling up.
食らったな。
Your turn.
急ごう。勝負。
Let's just full blast this.
遅い。
Nice. Nah, he's doing 2-2-2, it seems. Alright, I see what he's doing.
いい指示だった。
We got a remedy. Not
予定通りだ。
good, really.
冷静
We
と
got
はあり
another
がたい。
shockwave first strike.
早めになんとやらだ。コンディションは正常なのがいい。
Yeah, yeah. Alright, we got that thing, and the last thing to do is just go ahead and go to the exit.
仕掛ける。
There's the guy right over there.
勝負。
Alright, so let's tun 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 tun.
切り込むか。
There we go. That's not gonna be enough to kill, but that was close. Even that's unfortunate. There we got that one.
いい指示だった。
Alright. I'm actually gonna save just in case.
この調子ならいいんだがね。
Let's get you done.
いいだろう。
I'm actually gonna see if I can do this so I can show off the thing, right?
任せろ。強化。
That's 2. That's 3. Oh boy, that was a close one.
退路はない。推し進め、マスター。
Let's go for this. Why not? I think you have enough heals to do that. Overspec.
返すぞ。
Got 4. Overspec again. Which really is a pain in the ass at this point, and yeah, I knew it.
この調子ならいいんだが
If you
ね。
did skill twice, you're basically fucked. Because there's basically no way to guard that. I mean, there is, but... No, not heal. Not heal, no. I don't want to use a goddamn code cast just to... fine, whatever. Jesus Christ, man.
この調子ならいいんだがね。マスター。
Yeah, that's what happens. RNG's a bitch and a half. Alright, fuck it, let's just do this.
承知。強度を上げるぞ。トレースオン。すまん。調子が出る。
Alright. Hopefully we can actually do something with this. Got free? Nice, we got him with his defense down. Alright, we got 5. That's that. You know what? Might as well just do this. And we can show off the finally we can show this one off. Just gonna save just in case, you never know. Ro Ayas. You got a nullification thing, which is awesome, really. Alright, might as well just end this overkill. Why not overkill, eh? I am the bone, still in my body. I have his body. Not have wisdom. Yeah, so man will. So as I pray, unlimited blade works. Of course, they get a free hit in, but there's nothing really we can do about that. 2,000 damage. That's awesome, really. That's a lot of damage. And we gotta level up. Alright, that's it. We can just get out of here now. It's gonna map around the area a little bit. And now we get the hell out of here. Archer's asleep. And we got everything. And I guess we can do one more day. The next day is a little bit eventful, but we won't be exploring the arena, so there is that. So let's just go on ahead into the next day. Yesterday, after entering the arena, I heard a blast. I heard the arena to see the aftermath. That's impressive. Normally the moon cell will repair any damage done to the surf. If you noticed, the damage here done here is different than in Rin route. Than in Rani route, I mean. To see something that it can't fix, you're lucky this attack missed you. If this attack had struck you as it was supposed to, it would have been fatal. I wonder if that's really true. Luck only goes so far. Did my enemy miss on purpose? And if so, what could the reason be? I stare blankly at the scars on the wall. I hear a voice call from me from behind. Good morning, Hakuno. Rin, why in the world caused this? Something yesterday, probably. After you entered the arena, an explosion was heard here. I went to see what happened and came across this. Anything out of the ordinary happened to you yesterday? I explained what happened to me, and to an increasingly worried Rin. After running to the arena to escape a sudden feeling of death, I heard a loud blast. After the explosion, the sense of my enemy's presence suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. I get it now. There's a brief moment when entering the arena where you would be defenseless. If that's the case, it's obvious that your opponents will do anything to see you dead. Well, good luck with that. Also, I have no clue as to why this attack failed. As she speaks, Rin glances at the wall once more and then sighs as she just realized something. I wonder what she sees that I don't. This looks like the work of a berserker. It's obvious that the attacks lack any kind of control. A berserker. Hearing an explosion, I assumed it was a code cast attack. Would it have been a physical attack? That would mean that the enemy class is a berserker. Don't jump to conclusions, but it had to be a physical attack to damage Seraph like this. We got our first matrix. Information about my enemy's attacks. It's not their class, but any info is better than none. Thank you, Rin. As I expressed my thanks, she turns to face away a bit. I was only stating the obvious. What's troubling is that your enemy didn't press your attack. If your enemy had made it this far, they couldn't be so incompetent to miss such an easy target. This is only a guess, but maybe they missed on purpose. Maybe they don't want to face you. Don't want to face me. But there are only enemies to be found in the Holy Grail War. Well, except maybe Rin. I wonder if there's a reason for this conflict. All that awaits is the loser in this is virtual death. I told you that I was only guessing, you idiot. I seriously doubt that anyone is that weak is still around. Rin closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, as if she's psyching herself up or something. There is something I want to discuss with you. You have time to talk later? With a final shy glance, Rin turns and walks away. Not what she wants. I'll be sure to go and talk with Rin later. As I try to organize what I know, I realize I don't have enough information. The enemy hasn't left any clues. At least with Julius, the servant might have been invisible, but the master was conspicuous. This time both are mysteries. It's pointless to speculate. It's noon. Maybe I'll go to the cafeteria and nourish my brain. We will do that in a moment. We can take a look at the Matrix, I guess. Not really much there. We got Blind Rage. Gives a significant boost to most stats, but at the cost of one's reason and sanity. As all decisions are made by the master, the servant under the spell must be little more than an empty automaton. These are going to be new since the servant's different than last time, so I'm going to read those. Alright, Archer, anything new for us?
相手の出方がわからない以上、今更言うまでもない。
Nothing really new. Okay, so conversation in Rin. Go to the commissary. Oh, hey there, Hakuno. Let me guess, you're here to grab something for lunch, right? As I enter the cafeteria, I run into none other than Rin. Today's your lucky day. Instead of eating their slop, how about trying some of the lunch I made? The manual says when a conscience of wills comes to an impasse, you fight with lunch. She made lunch for me. While I'm surprised she went through the trouble, it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary for her. However, the whole "it's in the manual" thing is more than a little discouraging. What's with that look on your face? In case you were wondering, I do know how to cook. It's just that it's been so long that I made anything. It took me forever to finish. So what's it gonna be? Do you want to have some or not? Yes, of course I do. And despite her talk for food fights and scary manuals, I'm strangely happy. Her show of kindness reminds me of my life before being forced into the brutal struggle.
So,
Wise decision. I'll meet you in the classroom. Hurry before everything gets cold. And off she bolts. Yeah, she's really just running. Might be my imagination, but Rin looked somewhat happy as she walked away. She didn't walk, she ran. Considering her normal haughty demeanor, her act of kindness caught me off guard. Well, I should head up to the classroom before Rin's lunch goes cold. Well, off we go. Hey, you're late. I was ready for a while now. Let's eat. And here we go again.
ごきげんよう。
I trust I'm not interrupting anything important. Oh, Hakuno Kishinami, it's you. I decided to try my hand at cooking. Care to have a taste? It too, Rani. Let's go into the other two of them.
なんですって。
What the hell are you up to? And why did you show up here all of a sudden anyways? I am not up to anything. I happened to come across some recipes and ingredients for survival rations. And given our current situation, I do not believe my discovery was merely a coincidence. I've been looking for you, Hakuno Kishinami, because I think you'd appreciate these rations. Am I interrupting anything?
何？
Damn straight you are! What crimes against the culinary arts did you commit anyways? No need to be so rude. I assure you everything is not only edible, but delicious. The two glance fiercely at each other. Well, as they say, the more the merrier, right? To be honest, I'm curious to see what Ronnie cooked up. Well, I guess being able to see what Atlas replicants eat is a rare opportunity. Okay, I accept your challenge. Just remember, I too am an A-class wizard. Come, sit down over here. Oh, come on, Rin Tosaka. It'll be fun. For some of us. Why are you so nonchalant all of a sudden? Seems totally out of character for you. Funny, I was going to say the same thing about you. Aren't you supposed to be an ever-rational wizard? After that brief exchange, we sat down and began to eat our lunches both girls had made. Rin's lunch consisted of Chinese food, such as chili shrimp and spring rolls. Rani's lunch consists of exotic Egyptian dishes. Don't be shy, Hakuno Shinami. Eat up. Here, try this. Before I can respond, Rani proceeds to shove a forkful of ground meat into my mouth. As she keeps feeding me more and more, Rani's mentioned that this dish is called kofta kebab. The scent, flavor, and texture of this dish all comes together in perfect harmony. If you like that, just wait until you try some of my other dishes I've made. Next up in the menu is a dish Rani said is popular in Egypt called kushari. Wow, that's awesome too. You're sick kill rising. Try this one too. She hands me an Egyptian version of falafel called the meya, which is made using fava beans. Oh, fava beans. I don't really like those. Wow, everything tastes so good. Rin, why don't you try some? As soon as I say those words, you don't say that. No thanks. Setting up abruptly, Rin begins to hastily pack up the lunch she had made. Rin? Hey, is there something wrong? No, it's nothing. I had enough of everything. It's time to me to be going. With those final words, she stormed out of the room. She seems not quite herself. What, was it something I said? Don't worry about her. Let's just enjoy the rest of the lunch, shall we? Of course, my servant decides that this is the perfect time to make his presence known. How do I say it without being insulting? I can't. That was a dick move, master. When a woman cooks for you, the process isn't complete until you eat what she has made. Did you even notice the cuts on her hands? She obviously went through a lot of trouble for you. You're the only one who can make things right. You know what you have to do, so do it. Now. After being thoroughly berated by my servant, I found myself bolting out of the classroom. But despite my best efforts, I was unable to find her that day and make things right. What I did to Rin at lunch was pretty thoughtless. I need to find her and apologize. Now I just need to find her. Right, let's see. Okay, so it's not this that we get to talk to Taiga. So yeah, there's that. Let's just go ahead and talk to Archer just in case. If we talk to him at midday. Nope, nothing new. Alright, let's get out of here and Rin's at the roof, so let's talk to her there. First, I ought to apologize for what happened at noon. I'm sorry, Rin. She's giving me the silent treatment, in a way. Rin has a stern expression. Damn, I knew it. She's still angry. I'll still tell her how much my servant lectured me afterwards, and what I realized. I didn't mean to slight Rin's cooking. It was inexcusable of me to brush Rin off like that. And it was even worse that I said such an insensitive thing. I will be more sensitive in the future. If she can find in her heart to forgive me. I mean, please forgive me. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Having run clear now of ways to apologize, how to respond with bated breath. You're sorry for what you've done to me. Deeply. Next time, we'll actually try to enjoy what I've tried so hard to make for you. Of course, I promise. Of course, I promise.
So?
You're hopeless. Alright, I'll forgive you. This time. Good. I'm relieved when I see Rin smile. Is there anything I can do as a token of my apology?
So?
Yes, brother, I have something that I meant to talk to you over lunch, so please listen up. Gotcha, tell me whatever you want. I have no info on your opponent. This is 1,000 times worse than dealing with Julius. The only clue we have is this fissure in the wall on the first floor next to the arena. But regardless of what you know and don't know, you still must prepare for the best you can. With that in mind, I've been making a Mystic Code. It should be ready tomorrow. She's been making me something. And meanwhile
Okay.
Enough talk. We need to go explore the arena more, so I won't keep you any longer. Yeah, I'll head to the arena as soon as I can. Oh, but there's something I should say before I leave. Thank you. I look into Rina's eyes and give her my thanks, hoping she'll realize just how serious I am. Yeah. I feel like the weight is being lifted off my shoulders. Time to go to the arena. She is gonna give us a Mystic Code. It's pretty much the same as Ronnie's, I think. Stay sharp while exploring the arena. If you can't predict your enemy's actions, you're toast. Alright, let's go to the chapel before we finish up. Yep. Give us the thing. Not enough, but we're close. Just 4 more levels or something like that. 4 or 3, something like that. I can't do maths right now, even if it's really simple stuff. Alright, let's go head off to the arena. Let's just investigate that thing. I'll just cut the whole arena exploration. There's nothing really new there. We don't have a clue as to our opponent's identity. It can't possibly be good. Since investigating would be futile right now, we should just focus on training in the arena. Seems like you're finally come back to your senses. Have you gotten everything you think we need? If so, let's begin our training. Indeed, let's take a look at this. There's a great number of fissures in the wall, both large and small. The Roll Phantasm is powerful. Also, it seems like they utilize several different weapons. That's a good observation. Alright, let's just go into the arena and I will see you in a little bit. Alright, we're done. Let's get out of here. Anything to say? 3 days down the toilet and we still have no information about the enemy. Ugh, my head hurts. If that Ghost Mystic Code will help us out, then we've got to go with it. A word of caution, Master. This will be an exercise in futility if we can handle the Mystic Code. Don't shirk your daily training in the arena either. Then we got everything that we have. And then that's it. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao.